Ow, stuff happened this episode. We had a weird recap to begin the episode. It was very bizarre.
It was such a weird recap.
Weird and long.
It was weird and long, and when we paused at the beginning so that we could line everything up, we're just like, what is happening right now? This wasn't where we ended last week.
And I don't recognize this. Turns out it's because that happened like a
Forever
year
ago?
ago, probably.
Yeah.
We watched it. Anyways, hello, welcome to this week's episode. Jared now watch Inuyasha. Is episode 82. I'm Jared, joined as always by Doc Al and Ladium.
Hello.
We are discussing season 3, episode 27, or episode 81, entitled Vanishing Point. Naraku disappears.
Ba-ba-bum. Hey, do you think Naraku's gonna disappear this episode?
I'm gonna guarantee he's going to disappear.
Wow.
I know, it's very shocking. Yeah, we get that weird long recap of like, here's Sesshomaru, and also here's what happened last episode.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that basically happens. And then Inuyasha showing up. Because he's running through the forest to get to the castle. And then Sesshomaru gets engulfed by the flesh. And he looks very just not bothered and also mildly annoyed by everything.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just like, oh, really? Come on. And all the subtitles are wrong.
Yes, Night Sesshomaru.
It's Sesshomaru.
It's Sesshomaru. Like, man, the Hulu subtitle authors are just
Wild and
they are trying, I guess.
yep. But that was pretty good. But yeah, the look on his face was really funny.
Inuyasha shows up, he attacks. Naraku puts a barrier up and he breaks through the barrier, and Naraku's like, whoa, you broke through my barrier, whoa.
I love how Naraku's like, hey, I have a barrier, and Inuyasha's like, blah, I can break that. He's like, I did not think this through.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know Inuyasha could break this.
But Naraku's able to engulf him up in his flesh as well. Now they're both brothers are engulfed.
Nom nom nom.
But then Inuyasha just breaks out and beats up Naraku again, and also Sesshomaru's just like, blah, hello, I'm back.
We were talking about it. He's just like sitting there, like waiting to think, like, when's the right time to pop out of here?
I gotta do it at the right time for dramatic effect.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're both back out, and Naraku's kind of just like, this is not great. I'm totally gonna get the upper hand here, and like he grows real tall, and then they just chop up all his limbs, and they're like, oh, sorry, now you're on the ground, and you're just a little tiny body.
No.
And then they start arguing about who gets to kill him, and basically allows Naraku a little bit of time to tornado out with his miasma and bugs.
His bees.
And then also talk to them through the tornado cloud. Which was also very weird.
You know, as you do.
Yeah. So he's basically like, haha, you can't kill me. I'm getting away. Suckers. Ha 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 ha. Also, hey, you should probably go get Rin. I got her with someone who could kill her. You probably don't want that. Ho 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 ho. I mean, Sesshomaru tries to turn to his demon form, and then he slowly turns down when he hears about Ren. He's like, oh, I should probably go get her. That's probably not a good idea.
Should probably go fix that situation.
Also, Naraku's like, oh, yeah, it's Kohaku who has her. And Inuyasha's like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Not good. And they both talk about, or Inuyasha's like, man, Naraku's sense all gone. That's not good. We could have got him. Oh, no.
No.
And then Inuyasha tries to question Sesshomaru about why he wants to save a mortal, and he's just like, nope, I'm just going to fly away.
Gotta go.
Jockin tries to run after him, but then Inuyasha just grabs him and is like, I'm going to tell you, you're going to tell me all the answers to my questions here, and then that's what happens. Kohaku gets high.
Yep.
And leaves with Rin while everyone else is fighting the demons out there. Kagome tries to run after the two of them, but almost gets blocked by demons until Inuyasha shows up and the two of them run off after Kohaku and Rin.
Piggybacks her.
Yep. Kohaku tries to kill Rin and also tries to cut the grass.
And then we get a Dio line.
Yeah, Rin basically gets knocked out because he trips her.
Yeah, and the chain keeps magically getting very long for some
It
reason.
really does. I don't know why. Sesshomaru and Inuyasha both show up. Sesshomaru's just like standing there and he sees Kohaku and he's like, boy, you better not. And then Kohaku turns to him and like lifts up his little weapon to fight him, and he's like, oh, you turned your blade against me.
Dio line, it was so good. It was so funny. Like it legit was just straight up like a JoJo line.
Mm-hmm. Inuyasha runs in and punches Kohaku to try and knock sense out of him. Knock him out of this trance.
Mm-hmm.
But he disarms him, and then that allows Sesshomaru to just like goozle him.
Goozle?
Yeah, grip him up by the neck. Goozle him.
Is that a word?
We've done this bit before.
Oh, have we?
We've been over this before, yes.
I don't remember that word.
Yeah, it's when you put someone in a chokehold.
Okay.
With your hand. So he goozles him up and is like squeezing his throat, and Kohaku's just like,
I love that Sesshomaru is like, you're making me mad because you're just kind of standing there and doing nothing. Like you're not resisting. You're not in pain.
This isn't phasing you.
This sucks.
I don't like this.
I'm done.
So he just like throws him to the ground and is like, and Kohaku runs away, and Inuyasha's like, what are you doing? And Sesshomaru's just basically like, he wanted me to kill him, and that's what Naraku. He's under Naraku's spell, and I don't do what Naraku wants. Anyways, I'm leaving. And then Rin runs off with Sesshomaru, and she's like, bye.
Bye. She's so excited he's back.
Mm-hmm. The gang gets all together, and Inuyasha's like, hey, sorry, Sango couldn't get Kohaku.
Oh, Kohaku leaves with his Uber.
Yeah, what's her
Kagura.
face? Kagura shows up and is like, whoop. See you later. And they're like, man, Naraku vanished again. Wonder where he could be. And then Kikyo shows up at the end. It's like, man, where'd Naraku go? Wonder where he could be. And I'm just like, get out of here. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Next.
Next people. Come on.
Next human. Come on. Let's talk about differences and notes from this episode.
Okay.
The battle between Naraku, Sesshomaru, and Inuyasha is slightly extended in the anime. Sesshomaru is engulfed in Naraku's flesh for much longer, and when Inuyasha arrives, he fires two separate wind scars in Naraku before Sesshomaru cuts himself free. In the manga, as soon as Inuyasha arrives in the castle, he fires a wind scar at Naraku, which breaks his barrier, and Sesshomaru immediately cuts himself free from Naraku's flesh. I like this one better because he has the more drama.
All right, it's more dramatic.
Yes. Naraku tries to absorb Inuyasha into his flesh in the anime. This does not occur in the manga, which I guess is why like Inuyasha immediately just breaks out.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Notes here.
Notes.
In the long run, Inuyasha caused more harm than good by failing to kill Naraku.
I mean, he did his best.
Lesser demons afraid of him start coming out of hiding, and after Mount Hakure, demons Naraku no longer needed start rampaging as well.
Oops.
This is Naraku's last true appearance until episode 123, 42 episodes from now. He does, however, reappear in the second movie set after episode 95, which I guess the movies are technically canon, right?
The movies are not technically canon.
So I guess technically he's not going to show up for another 42 episodes.
Wait, it says that... Is season 4 only 13 episodes?
Let's see. It is 83 to 110.
Then why does it say it's set after 95?
That's when I guess they think the movie is set after episode 95.
But it says to watch it after season 4?
Confusing.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're not going to see Naraku for
a long time.
A year. We'll see him next year, probably.
See you next
with
year,
how
buddy.
with how we are doing these episodes. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, that's it for this week's episode. What are we doing next time? Oh yeah, next time we got some, I think, filler. I guess we will confirm for sure.
Body swapping.
This says it has a chapter attached to it.
What? I could have sworn that would have been filler.
I guess there's probably bits and pieces of this that are like
Plot relevant.
yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Corresponding
Like
to
Inuyasha
24.
coming to the present happens in the plot.
Ah, okay.
So I guess it's kind of plot relevant. I don't know if like the body swapping thing is gonna be also accurate or not, but yeah. We'll be discussing next time, season 3, episode 28, Gap Between the Ages.
There's some nudity.
Where Inuyasha goes to the present.
Yep. There's a hat.
Yes, he's wearing a ball cap at one point. It's very funny. I will say, I continue to enjoy Sesshomaru's very subtle and slow babyface turn. It is very good. I don't know if you're laughing because that's not going to happen or if you're just like, haha.
No, I just think that it's funny that you're calling it the babyface turn. But no, you're right. You're on the right track.
I mean, he's probably not going to be like full-fledged hero like Inuyasha. He's going to be like anti-hero kind of deal because that's just what they're kind of building him up as.
Correct.
But I do like how they are slowly but surely turning him from just like straight villain into whatever he eventually becomes.
And becoming more dramatic at points.
Yeah, it makes him more interesting as well as a character than just being like one tier node brother villain.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And I think that's been the fun part about this.
Yeah.
Also his not entirely comedic moments.
They're not supposed to be funny, but they're hilarious.
Yes. That too.
Like the idea of him just being so dramatic. He's like, all right, when do I cut out of this? I'll wait till 2 wind scars. And then you're gonna turn your blade at me?
So good.
It's great.
But yeah, I've been enjoying that. But yeah, next time, yes, we'll have a little bit of like a relaxing episode.
Body swapping.
No real drama, just some goofs.
Yay, goofs.
But that's going to do it for this week. If you'd like more from us, head on over to seasonalanimecheckup.com or sac.cool is where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA. Also find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Anladium, go to anladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. You can follow us on Twitter and TikTok at Anime Checkup, and you can buy our books One Shiny Moment, A Critical Analysis of Love, Life, Sunshine, and Hot Tubs and Pac-Man on Amazon.com. Mm-hmm. So join us next week as Inuyasha wears a baseball hat.
Yay.